Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's March 20th and we're out here in the greenhouse today and we're going to be talking about bananas. Now I started growing my bananas last year. Actually, you might say technically the year before, because I'd got a couple of pups late in the winter, kept them through the greenhouse, and then I ended up planting them last year in my greenhouse because they couldn't take that harsh sun from our Texas summer. So it is getting kind of tall. This greenhouse is actually 14 foot to the peak up there, and it's pushing to get up there. Hopefully it'll have enough room. If not, it'll just have to kind of lean over or whatever it might want to do. But what I'm going to talk about today is getting your bananas to produce, because I've done a lot of research, and a lot of people talk about bananas, but they really, it seems like they don't really have a clue to what it takes to get these things to fruit. And it's technically, it's not a tree, but we're going to stick with banana trees. And what I've done, I've had them in the greenhouse, and I've had a lot of compost up here next to them. But as you can see, the lighter areas, it tends to want to wash off. Even though I try to water slow, it tends to want to wash off. Now, bananas take a lot of nutrients and they take a lot of water. And so what I've done, I've got some boards, and you might notice they're a little rotted. These are old trailer boards, but they'll work great for here, and they'll last long enough for as long as I need them. But what I'm doing now, bananas like a real rich soil. They like a lot of organic matter, and they like a lot of potassium. And what I've done is, you can see in here, I've got, actually it's pieces of wood. This is, you might as well say, biochar. This was from my smoker. We whenever we cook with it, we use wood. We save the ashes from it, which the ashes are really rich in potassium. And there are ashes down in here, but there's a lot of piece of biochar too. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put some fertilizer. Now what I'm using is my trusty pelleted chicken litter. We're going to fertilize it. We're going to put some compost in here, and we're going to give these things all they need. And on top of that, we'll be able to water them, because this box around here, the compost will be just a little bit below it, so the water won't just wash off like it's been doing. But anyway, let me get into this. All right, first I'm going to put down plenty of this chicken litter. Now while we're doing this, we'll talk about fruiting. Now, if a banana tree doesn't get enough nutrients, it'll be really slow to fruit. They'll take and they'll just wait. A lot of people say it takes 18 months to 2 years, and I find out that's not actually true. A lot of bananas will fruit that first year. You might have a pup beside the other one, but people that actually grow bananas and have a lot of different varieties say the most important thing is water and nutrition. So we're going to fix this thing up. We'll put a little bit of this compost in here. Cover up all our fertilizer. It's going to be under the ground. And then once we do this, we're going to come back and give it some more fertilizer. And we're going to give it some more ash because ash is really high in what the banana needs. So, because being bananas are high in potassium, they need a lot of potassium in the soil. Now, if you don't have a good fertile area that you're growing your banana trees in, what's going to happen is when it goes to flower finally, it's not going to set a very big bunch of bananas. They call them fingers as they grow, but they'll be there'll only be a few instead of a large bunch. And so that's one thing to really pay attention to with your banana, is that it's getting a good amount of food, because bananas, they're definitely a hungry plant, and if they don't get the food, you're not going to get the fruit. It's as plain as that. Now we're gonna put some more of this wood in here. Now there's a few pieces of wood that's bigger. They are charcoal, but they're bigger. I'm gonna put them over to the edge. We don't want them to affect the nutrients as much, but we are gonna put this ash in here, get it spread around in the smaller pieces of wood, so we'll have that extra potassium. Then we're just going to put some more compost on here. And we're not going to worry, like I say, bananas aren't like trees. We're not going to worry about if we get it up close to the trunk of it, because it's going to be fine. In fact, it's probably send some roots out. Now I can tell you, this is going to be a happy banana. I'm going to put a little bit more compost in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a little chicken litter on top of it again, and water this in real good. But anyway, I hope this is helpful for those of you that have banana trees. If you're having a problem getting them to produce, or you're getting small bunches of bananas when they do finally flower, you may need to change your fertilizing regimen and make sure that they get plenty of water, because they're just about all water. And so they need a whole lot, especially if you're in a climate like ours where it's really hot. They're really a thirsty plant. But anyway, I hope you found some value in this video. And of course, if you want to see more content like this, just hit that subscribe, hit the bell, select all, give it a big thumbs up, and share this video. Enjoy that gardening experience.